Hey, I'm Mike Backerell, and today we're going to take a quick look at a signature Joe Pass chord line that he would play over a 2/5. Let's take a look. This line is played over a 2/5 in the key of E flat major. So we would have a F minor 7, a B flat 7, and an E flat major 7. One of the first things to understand about chord soloing in the style of Joe Pass or Bruce Foreman or any of these guys that do this really well is they're not just playing a bunch of chords. They're playing melodies and they're harmonizing those melodies with the chord. So here's the melody that Joe Pass is playing with this example. And he's harmonizing that melody to get this chord phrase. So let's take a look at what this melody is first. So we're starting here on a G. We go down to E flat, C, and A flat. And now over an F minor 7, we have a 9th, a flat 7th, a 5th, and a flatted 3rd. These notes spell out an A flat major 7, and this is a really common substitute when you're playing over a minor 7. And this is something you could use in your chordal playing or in your single line playing. But when you're playing over a minor 7, you can go to its relative major and play a major 7 there. So in the case of F minor, its relative major would be A flat, and you can play A flat major 7, and it'll give you a minor 9 sound. This is an incredibly useful tool that I use all the time. After the A flat, he goes down to G, which would be our 13th over a B flat 7. And then he goes B flat, C, and he lands on D. Now that B flat would be the root, C would be the 9th, and then the D is the major 7th of the E flat major 7 chord. So we can see that this line fits the changes. So now let's take a look at how he harmonizes this. So we're starting here with a 9th on the top of a voicing, which would be a G natural. And Joe plays that using this voicing here. So he's got his first finger barred across the 13th fret on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, which has our E flat, A flat, and C. So it's got our flat 7th, our flat 3rd, and our 5th. And our 3rd finger here is going to be on top holding a G natural, which is our 9th. Sometimes I use my pinky for that. So either or is fine. So that's our first voicing. Then we're going to jump down here. This chord here is what I call kind of a super chord. It can be a lot of things at the same time. It's all built in fourths. So in this case, we have a C, an F, a B flat, and an E flat. Now we're barring our first finger on the 10th fret on the 3rd and 4th string, and then our second finger on the 11th fret on the 1st and 2nd string. Now as this relates to F minor 7, this is our 5th, our root, our 11th, and our flat 7th. So it's kind of like a minor 11. It's also an A flat major 6 voicing, or an E flat 6/9 voicing. Like I said, it can be a lot of things at the same time. Then we jump down here to this voicing. Now you might recognize this as a drop 2 major 7 voicing. And it is, it's an A flat major 7, which again, like I said before, over an F minor gives us an F minor 9. So we have our first finger on the 6th fret here on the 4th string, and then our 3rd finger bars across the 8th fret on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. So we have our A flat, E flat, G, and C, which is our flat 3rd, flat 7, 9th, and 5th. Now the last note of the F minor 7 portion of the melody is an A flat, which is our 3rd. So we could harmonize that with an F minor 7 and just have the 3rd on top. But Joe doesn't do that. He plays a B13 there. Now this B7 is a tritone sub of our F7, and our F7 would pull to B flat 7. So it's kind of like we're putting in a dominant for an 8th note, leading to our B flat 7. So here we have a B13, which I have my first finger on a B natural on the 7th fret of the 6th string, and my second finger on the A natural on the 7th fret of the 4th string, D sharp or E flat with my 3rd finger on the 8th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky is on A flat or G sharp on the 9th fret of the 2nd string. So here's the F minor portion line. In the next voicing, we just go down a half step, same finger as the B13, just down a fret. And we're going to hold that for a quarter note. And then we're going to jump up to this kind of F minor 11 shape. So we have A flat, E flat with our 3rd finger, G with our pinky, and then our first finger is barred across to the B flat here. You can think of this as like a B flat 13 sus or an F minor 11. And then we're going to this B flat 9 sharp 5. So we have A flat, D natural with our 2nd finger on the 7th fret, F sharp on the 7th fret of the 2nd string with our 2nd finger as well, barred across, and our pinky's on a C natural here. And we end the line on this really colorful E flat major 7 voicing. So we have 10th fret barred all the way across from the 5th string to the 1st, and my second finger's on the 11th fret of the 2nd string. So we have G, which is our 3rd, C, which is our 6th, F, which is our 9th, B flat's our 5th, and D is our major 7th. So we have our 3rd and our 7th, our 5th, and then our 9th and our 13th. So it's a very colorful voicing for a major 7. Here's the full line. This is a really great Joe Pass chordal line, and it's something that he does a lot. He does 2/5 runs like this all the time in his solo guitar playing and his chordal soloing, and it's something that I'm working on trying to get him better with in my playing. Who better to look at than Joe Pass, right? Thanks for checking out today's lesson. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.